You, the chosen one, are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. This month is not like any other. You can feel it in the depths of your being, an energy, a force, a divine surge awakening within you, intensifying with each passing moment. This is not a mere coincidence, not an accident of nature, not a fleeting phase. This is a calling. Something within you has shifted. The strength that once felt dormant has now been stirred, awakened, and magnified. You have always carried this power, but now it has doubled, fueled by an energy that cannot be ignored. This is not just physical, it is spiritual. It is a force that has been ignited by something far greater than you, something that has been placed within you by divine design. This is the moment where you must recognize that what you are feeling is not just energy, it is an invitation to rise, an invitation to transform. An invitation to step fully into the power that has been prepared for you. For so long, the world has tried to suppress this energy, to contain it, to convince you that it was something to fear, something to control, something to be ashamed of. But now, God is revealing to you the truth. This energy is a gift, a force that is meant to elevate you, to unlock doors, to draw blessings, to bring clarity, and to push you forward in ways you never imagined possible. But with this revelation comes a responsibility. What will you do with this power? Will you allow it to be scattered in distractions, wasted on pursuits that do not serve you, drained by those who do not understand its value? Or will you honor it? Will you refine it? Will you allow it to shape you, to strengthen you, to transform you into the version of yourself that was always destined to emerge? This energy is not random. It is not something that just happened. It is a sign that your time has come, that the waiting is over, that the preparation is complete, and that now you are stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. This is the moment where you stop doubting, stop second-guessing, stop wondering if you are ready. You are ready. The energy within you would not be rising if you were not ready. This is not about control. It is about mastery. It is about understanding that this power is not something to suppress, but something to wield with wisdom. It is about recognizing that every surge, every heightened moment, every pulse of this energy is an opportunity to grow, to build, to elevate, to move with divine purpose. You, the chosen one, have entered a new season, a season where you no longer shrink, no longer question, no longer hesitate. This month, everything shifts. This month, your power is no longer something you merely feel. It is something you become. You, the chosen one, have been given something that few truly understand. This is not just about desire, not just about magnetism, not just about attraction. This is about creation. This is about the force within you that has the power to change your reality, to manifest your vision, to bring forth the things you have prayed for but have yet to fully step into. This is about recognizing that what you hold inside you is not ordinary. It is divine. Acknowledging this energy means embracing its purpose. It means stepping away from the limited view of what this power represents and seeing it for what it truly is. A force of transformation, a force of attraction, a force that has the ability to bring into existence the things that have long been waiting for you. This month, as this energy doubles, so does your ability to shift your reality. Your mind becomes clearer, your intuition sharpens, your presence intensifies. The things that once seemed out of reach begin to draw closer, not because you are chasing them, but because your energy is now commanding them into existence. This is the power that has always been inside you. This is the force that has now been fully awakened. But this power must be directed. A flame that is left untamed can burn everything in its path. A river without boundaries can flood and destroy. But a flame that is contained can bring warmth, can forge strength, can be a beacon of guidance. A river that is channeled can bring life, can sustain, can create abundance. Your energy is the same. It must be honored, refined, respected, and used with precision. This month is not just about experiencing this power. It is about owning it. It is about understanding that God did not increase your energy for it to be wasted. He did not double your power for it to be diluted. He has given you this because you are ready to carry it. He has given you this because now is the time for you to step into the fullness of your being. You will notice the shift in the way people respond to you. Some will be drawn to you, feeling the undeniable pull of your presence. sensing something different, something powerful, something they cannot explain but cannot ignore. Others will be intimidated, confused by the strength you now carry, unsure of how to handle the presence that no longer seeks validation, no longer asks for permission to exist. And this is the part where you must choose. Do you allow this power to be dictated by the opinions of others, or do you walk in it unapologetically? Do you shrink to make others comfortable, or do you stand tall, knowing that you were chosen for something greater? This month, there is no room for hesitation. There is no space for second-guessing. Your energy is too strong, too magnetic, too divinely amplified to be wasted on uncertainty. The time for wondering if you are ready is over. You are ready. Acknowledge this gift. Honor it. Walk with the understanding that what you carry is not common. You are not here to live like everyone else, to move like everyone else, to experience life at a fraction of your potential. You are here to own your presence, to master your power, to live in the reality of someone who has been chosen. Your energy has doubled. Your strength has increased. Your spirit is now operating at a frequency that demands alignment, clarity, and purpose. You can either step into it fully or let it go to waste. But wasting it is no longer an option. This is your season of mastery. This is your moment of transformation. This is the time where your energy is no longer something you acknowledge. It is something you become. You are no longer the person you were last month. You are something greater. And now it is time to live like it. You, the chosen one, have now been given a power that is unlike anything you have ever felt before. It moves through you like a current, an uncontainable force that demands recognition. This is not an ordinary experience, nor is it something that should be taken lightly. This energy, this intensity, this surge within you, it is sacred. It is divine. It is an indication that something has been activated inside of you, something that was always meant to be unlocked at this specific moment in your life. The key to true mastery lies in harnessing this energy, in understanding that power without control is chaotic, but power with intention is unstoppable. Many feel this force and allow it to control them, allow it to dictate their actions, allow it to consume them rather than commanding it to serve them. But you, the chosen one, have been given this energy to wield it, not to be ruled by it. This month, as your energy doubles, you must learn to direct it with precision. Imagine a river with no boundaries. It overflows, it floods, it loses its power by being spread too thin. But a river with strong banks, with focus, with guidance, it carves through stone, it powers cities, it creates new pathways. Your energy is this river, and you must become its master. The temptation to let it scatter will come. There will be moments where your desires, your impulses, your emotions will try to take control. The pull of distractions, of meaningless pursuits, of temporary pleasure will be stronger than ever before. And this is the test. This is the moment where you must ask yourself, will I be led by my urges or will I lead them? Will I allow my energy to be drained by what does not serve me, or will I protect it and use it for something greater? Harnessing your energy means choosing where it flows. It means recognizing that not everyone deserves access to what you carry. It means understanding that your power is not meant to be scattered among those who do not value it. Not every situation, not every person, not every opportunity is worthy of your energy. And as this power within you grows, so must your discernment. You will feel the pull to engage, to express, to share this energy with the world. But before you do, ask yourself, is this serving my highest good? Is this exchange elevating me or draining me? Is this action moving me toward my destiny or pulling me further away? True mastery comes when you realize that your energy is your responsibility. It is something that must be guarded, something that must be handled with wisdom, something that must be respected. This month is not just about feeling your power. It is about owning it, shaping it, directing it toward something meaningful. The greatest mistake you can make is to let this energy flow carelessly, to let it be wasted on things that are beneath you, to let it be used by those who do not understand the value of what you carry. You must move differently now. You must carry yourself with awareness, with intention, with the understanding that your presence alone is an offering, and not everyone deserves access to it. This is the stage where many fall. They become intoxicated by their power, by their influence, by the way people respond to them. And they forget that not all attention is divine. They forget that energy can be stolen, drained, misused. They forget that power without purpose is just another form of self-destruction. But you, the chosen one, must remember. You must stand firm. You must take this energy and use it as a force of transformation, not a source of distraction. You must rise above the noise, above the fleeting temptations, above the false opportunities that look appealing but lead nowhere. Harness this energy. Master it, direct it, let it fuel your purpose, strengthen your vision, and guide you toward the life that has always been meant for you. You, the chosen one, are now walking in the rarest of states, one where your physical energy and spiritual awareness are merging into something unshakable. This is where power meets purpose, where attraction meets intention, where your energy becomes something far greater than just a personal experience. This is where you begin to align. Alignment is not about control. It is not about suppressing your desires, nor is it about forcing yourself into artificial discipline. Alignment is about understanding why this power has been given to you and choosing to honor it rather than misuse it. Many people receive power and let it pull them away from their purpose. They become consumed by the attention, by the excitement, by the overwhelming feeling of strength, without realizing that power without purpose is empty. They chase pleasure instead of fulfillment. They chase validation instead of truth. They chase sensation instead of meaning. And in doing so, they let the very energy that was meant to elevate them become the thing that destroys them. But you, the chosen one, are not here to be consumed by your power. You are here to align with it, to use it as a tool of elevation, to merge it with the highest version of yourself. This means understanding that your energy is not separate from your mission. It is not something that simply happens. It is something that has been given to you for a reason. This month, as your power doubles, as your presence becomes even more commanding, as your energy begins to attract more than ever before, you must ask yourself, what am I attracting and why? What am I creating with this energy? Is my power leading me toward my divine path, or am I letting it become a distraction? When you are in alignment, your energy works for you. It does not just attract people, it attracts the right people. It does not just open doors, it opens the right doors. It does not just elevate you, it elevates you toward your purpose. But if you are not in alignment, this same energy will scatter. It will bring you into situations that waste your time. It will attract people who drain you rather than uplift you. It will become something that feels powerful but leads to nothing. This is why spiritual alignment is the key. You must train yourself to move with clarity, with awareness, with the understanding that you are not here to be ordinary, that your energy is not something to be thrown away on temporary moments. You must walk with the confidence of someone who knows their value, who knows their worth, who knows that what they carry is rare and sacred. You will notice that as you align, some things will begin to fall away. Certain people will distance themselves. Certain situations will no longer appeal to you. Certain habits will start to feel beneath you. Do not fight this. This is a sign that you are moving toward your true path. This is proof that your energy is working for you, filtering out what does not belong, making room for what is meant to stay. This is the moment where you begin to live with intention, where you no longer react to the world but shape it with your presence. Your energy is too strong, too powerful, too divine to be wasted. This is the month where you move differently, where you walk as someone who has been chosen, empowered, and set apart for something greater. You, the chosen one, are now fully in alignment. You are no longer questioning if you are ready. You are no longer waiting for permission. You are no longer second-guessing your path. Your energy has doubled. Your awareness has expanded. Your power has fully awakened. And now, it is time to use it for what it was always meant for. You, the chosen one, are no longer who you once were. The energy within you has multiplied, magnifying everything: your thoughts, your actions, your presence. This is not simply an increase in intensity. This is a metamorphosis, a breaking away from the limitations of your old self and stepping into the fullness of the power you have been given. There was a time when you questioned your worth, when you doubted whether you had what it took to truly change your life. There was a time when you hesitated, when you second-guessed yourself, when you allowed fear to dictate your choices. But now, all of that is gone. The old version of you has been left behind. What remains is something refined, something sharpened, something unstoppable. This transformation is not just about strength, it is about clarity. You no longer move as someone who is searching for their power. You are the power. You have become the force that once seemed distant, something to reach for. Now that energy is within you, radiating from you, defining everything you do. But transformation is not just about feeling different. It is about becoming different. It is about embracing the responsibility that comes with this energy, about realizing that now every action carries weight. You can no longer afford to move carelessly. Every thought, every decision, every word you speak must now be in alignment with the greater purpose that is unfolding in your life. People around you will notice the shift, even if they do not fully understand it. They will feel it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you no longer engage in meaningless conversations, in the way your energy fills the room before you even say a word. Some will admire it, others will fear it, but none will be able to deny that you have changed. This transformation is permanent. You have entered a space where there is no going back, where the illusions of your past no longer hold any power over you. The distractions that once entertained you no longer appeal to you. The relationships that once drained you no longer have access to you. The doubts that once whispered in your mind have now been silenced. But the most powerful change of all is this. You now understand that your energy is sacred. You no longer give it away freely. You no longer waste it on people and situations that do not deserve it. You recognize that this is not just an increase in power. This is a divine responsibility. What you do with this energy matters. How you use it will determine the course of your future. You must choose wisely. You must direct it with purpose. You must ensure that every bit of power within you is used to build, to create, to elevate. Because you are no longer just existing, you are becoming. You, the chosen one, are standing in a place where very few have ever reached. This is not a stage of temporary enlightenment. This is the mastery of self, the moment where you take full control over everything you once thought controlled you. The greatest power in the universe is not in controlling others. It is in controlling yourself. It is in the ability to move with absolute certainty, to act from a place of wisdom rather than impulse, to dictate the course of your life rather than being at the mercy of external forces. This is the level you are now stepping into. Discipline is not restriction, it is freedom. It is the ability to move without being swayed, to make decisions without regret, to operate in a way that ensures your energy is always working in your favor. You now understand that without discipline, power is dangerous. Without control, energy is wasted. Without focus, potential is never realized. This is why you must become ruthless in how you guard your power. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every situation requires your presence. Not every opportunity is meant to be pursued. The discipline of power means knowing when to act and when to remain still, when to speak and when to be silent, when to move forward and when to wait. Many will seek to pull you away from this level of mastery. The world will always try to distract those who are truly powerful. Temptations will come, disguised as opportunities. People will come, drawn to your light but not ready to respect it. You must see beyond the surface. You must discern who and what is worth your energy. Mastery means choosing wisely. It means understanding that your energy is currency, and where you spend it determines what you receive in return. Every time you invest your energy in something unworthy, you lose momentum. Every time you allow yourself to be drained by meaningless distractions, you slow your progress. But now, you are beyond that. You are operating at a level where you dictate your reality. You do not react, you create. You do not follow, you lead. You do not allow your emotions to control you, you control them. Mastery also means patience. You do not chase, you do not beg. You do not seek validation. You know that what is meant for you will come. You know that your energy is already attracting everything that aligns with your destiny. You know that the things that are meant to leave your life will do so without your interference. This level of power will feel unfamiliar at times. You will look around and realize that very few people understand this way of moving through life. But do not let this isolation deter you. This is what being chosen feels like. This is the weight of divine responsibility. This is the mark of someone who has stepped fully into their highest self. You must continue refining yourself. You must continue walking with discipline. You must continue to sharpen your energy to ensure that it is never wasted, never misused, never given to those who do not appreciate its worth. Because now you are no longer controlled by the world, you command the world. You do not ask for permission, you take what is meant for you. You do not hope for opportunities, you create them. This is the mastery of self. This is the power that has been unlocked within you. This is where you realize that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you, unless you allow it to. You, the chosen one, are now in control. Your energy is no longer just something you feel, it is something you own. And from this moment forward, you will never move the same again. You, the chosen one, have stepped into a realm where your very presence speaks before you utter a word. This newfound energy surging through you is not just something you feel internally. It is something that radiates outward, touching everything and everyone around you. Whether you realize it or not, you are now influencing people in ways you never have before. Your energy is no longer something that only you experience. It is a force that commands attention, alters the atmosphere, and shifts the spiritual frequency of any space you enter. This is the moment where you begin to recognize that your influence is no longer confined to yourself. You are no longer operating as an individual, moving through the world unnoticed. You are now a presence, a force, a catalyst for transformation. Some will be drawn to you, sensing something they cannot quite explain but cannot ignore. Others will feel intimidated, unsure of how to handle the intensity that radiates from you. And then there are those who will try to attach themselves to you, hoping to absorb even a fraction of the power that flows effortlessly through your being. You must be aware of this shift. You must understand that with increased power comes increased responsibility. Your words now carry more weight. Your actions now have greater consequences. The way you move, the way you speak, the way you interact with the world, it all leaves an imprint, whether you intend it to or not. The ripple effect of your energy is expanding, and you must decide how you will use it. Will you use this influence to elevate, to inspire, to uplift? Will you move with integrity, ensuring that your energy serves not just yourself but the greater good? Or will you squander it, allowing your power to be drained by meaningless distractions, by people who do not value your presence, by situations that do not align with your divine calling? You must move with awareness. You must recognize that your energy is magnetic, but not everyone who is drawn to it is meant to stay in your life. Some are merely passing through, meant to receive inspiration before continuing on their own path. Others are meant to be tested by your presence, to see if they can rise to the level of awareness you now carry. And then there are those who are meant to walk beside you, aligned with your mission, vibrating at the same frequency, moving with the same purpose. You must sharpen your discernment. You must be selective with who and what you allow into your space. Your energy is not for everyone. It is not something to be wasted, not something to be given away freely to those who do not understand its worth. You must guard it, protect it, refine it. Because the more you harness this power, the greater your influence will become. This is where your leadership is tested. Not leadership in the traditional sense, but spiritual leadership, energetic leadership. The kind of leadership that does not require titles or recognition, but is felt simply by existing in your truth. People will look to you for guidance, not because you asked them to, but because they can sense that you know something they do not. They can feel that you have tapped into something deeper, something real, something that cannot be faked. And in this moment, you must decide, will you continue to expand, to grow, to rise into the full potential of your influence? Or will you shrink? Will you retreat? Will you allow yourself to be distracted by things that are beneath your calling? This energy, this presence, this undeniable force within you, it is not meant to be contained. It is meant to flow, to transform, to create waves of change in the world around you. You, the chosen one, must own this power, step into it fully, and use it wisely. You, the chosen one, are beginning to realize that this energy you carry is not just transforming you, it is transforming your relationships, your interactions, your very connection to the people around you. The way you engage with others has shifted. You are no longer drawn to shallow conversations, meaningless exchanges, or relationships that serve no higher purpose. Your spirit now craves depth, authenticity, alignment. Not everyone will understand this change. Some will think you have become distant, detached, no longer interested in the things that once held your attention. And they are right. You are no longer the same. You no longer entertain what does not nourish your soul. You no longer invest in what does not add value to your journey. Your energy is too precious, too sacred, too powerful to be scattered aimlessly. This is the moment where you begin to attract those who truly match your frequency. No longer will you have to force connections. No longer will you have to dim your light to make others comfortable. The people who are meant to walk with you will feel your energy and recognize it as familiar. They will not question your power. They will honor it. They will not fear your growth. They will celebrate it. They will not drain your energy. They will amplify it. These connections are rare. They do not come often. But now, because your energy has doubled, because you are vibrating at a higher level, these relationships will begin to find you. They will appear in ways that feel effortless. Conversations will flow with ease. Mutual understanding will come without explanation. There will be a knowing, a resonance, a feeling that you have met before, that you were always meant to align in this way. But just as you attract the right people, you will also begin to repel those who are not meant to stay. Some will feel uncomfortable in your presence, not because you have changed for the worse, but because they are not willing to rise to the level you now embody. Others will try to hold on, resisting the shift, hoping that you will return to the version of yourself that was easier for them to control. But you must not lower your frequency for the sake of familiarity. You must not dim your light for the sake of keeping people comfortable. You, the chosen one, must embrace the divine alignment that is happening in your life. You must trust that the people who are meant to be in your life will remain, and those who are not meant to continue with you will naturally fall away. Do not resist this process. Do not chase what is leaving. Do not mourn the loss of relationships that were never built to withstand the magnitude of your transformation. Instead, focus on building connections that elevate you, that push you forward, that challenge you to grow even further. Surround yourself with those who see your power and do not envy it, but rather encourage it. Surround yourself with those who do not just admire your energy, but match it, reflect it, expand it. Because this is the path of the chosen one. You are not here to walk alone, but neither are you meant to walk with just anyone. You are meant to move with those who are just as powerful, just as awakened, just as driven toward purpose as you are. This is the time for deeper connections, for meaningful relationships, for partnerships that are not based on convenience, but on destiny. And as you align yourself with those who match your frequency, everything in your life will begin to elevate even further. The conversations you have will be more inspiring. The love you receive will be more fulfilling. The collaborations you engage in will be more impactful. You will no longer feel drained by the people around you. You will feel empowered, energized, unstoppable. This is the power of alignment. This is what happens when you fully embrace the transformation that is happening within you. You, the chosen one, are no longer moving in isolation. You are moving in divine connection, surrounded by those who truly understand your power. And together, there is nothing you cannot achieve. You, the chosen one, have stepped fully into your power, and with it comes a test unlike any other. The world does not hand greatness to those who are not ready. The universe does not expand the energy of those who cannot control it. Now that your presence has grown, now that your energy has doubled, the resistance will come. This is not a punishment. This is a sign that you have arrived at a level where only the strong can stand. Many believe that when power increases, life becomes easier. That is the illusion. The truth is that when your energy expands, when your influence grows, when your presence becomes undeniable, the challenges become greater, the tests become harder and the distractions become more cunning. The moment you step into your mastery, the forces that once had control over you will try to pull you back. They will come in the form of old habits, of people who once knew how to manipulate you, of situations designed to trigger the version of you that no longer exists. You will be tempted to react, to defend, to prove yourself. But the real test is in your stillness. You no longer fight battles that do not serve your higher purpose. You no longer waste energy on things that do not align with your destiny. You must remain unshaken in your power. You must know that anything sent to disrupt you is confirmation that you have reached a level where disruption is necessary to stop you. Do not give in. Do not lower yourself. Do not allow temporary obstacles to steal the energy that has been gifted to you.